Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Tuesday tip. And I just have one guest today, Shirley Macbeth from Forrester. And we're going to talk about CMOs going to marketing conferences and how they can get the most out of them. We just released an insightful full-length episode on this topic with Shirley Macbeth, Olga Noha, and Marka Armstrong. And we're really excited to announce a community partnership between CMO Huddles and Forrester at their legendary B2B Marketing Summit in June 2023 in Austin. Be there or be square. More on that later. So, okay, Shirley, what's tip number one?
Well, tip number one seems obvious, but plan in advance. Look at the content that is going to be happening. If you're going with your teams, you obviously want to divide and conquer to make sure you get the most content in and back to the organization from a learning point of view. But also, set goals as far as who you're going to network with, what booths you're going to visit. Just have a plan for the event because there's often so much to take advantage of that you want to make sure you don't miss anything.
It's such a smart thing. And I can't tell you how many conferences I didn't necessarily have a plan. I made it work, but so much better, especially just reviewing the agenda in advance. And that's something I would do. But thinking about the networking opportunity definitely makes sense. Okay, tip number two.
Tip number two, and this is in particular if you're at an event where your customers are, or if you're considering hosting an event, like a sub-event, if you're attending a conference, et cetera. If your customers are there, think about them too. Think about perhaps doing a co-creation session or finding out ways that you can either survey or interact with your customers. Travel's going to be really tight, I'd say, for many companies in 2023. Use these in-person events to interact with your clients and learn about them and get feedback and have those peer connections as well.
And it's funny, I was working on the Huddles recap. We were talking about content, and I'm wondering, is this sort of a stealth opportunity to get testimonials?
Absolutely. In fact, we are launching our own program. Actually, it's called Bold Types for our own customers. And it's an advocacy program. And people who are happy with your service or product or whatever you have are so often so willing to share. And these are these moments where, you can talk, learn what makes them excited. And they often want to, be an advocate to talk to others and peers. So absolutely, it's a great way to get them engaged.
So all you need is a camera crew, some decent
Exactly.
recording
Just happen to
equipment.
have one right there. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And so what's tip number three?
Tip number three is don't forget to reflect and report back. Often we'll go to an event and we're so busy and then, a month has passed. Often you're going with your teams and oftentimes maybe, there are others left back at the office and you want to make sure to share those learnings. So I would say create a plan just as if when you're going about what you're going to see, but also make sure that plan includes what you're going to share and bring back to the rest of the organization.
I love that. If you ever go on a vacation and you want to record the notes, if you wait a month or 2 months or 3, you just simply don't have as good notes. But more importantly, I think the real way to think about that is put some time on your calendar, even if it's on the plane, where you're going to write your recap. So it's a line item on your plan. Otherwise, you get back to the office and you never get it done. All right. Shirley, thank you so much for those great tips on how to get more out of marketing conferences. Speaking of marketing conferences, CMO Huddles is excited to be the community partner of the Forrester B2B Marketing Summit, June 4th through 7th. And be there if you're a huddler. All sorts of good things will happen. And you can find out more about that on CMOHuddles.com. I'm Drew Neiser. That's your Tuesday tip. If you're a B2B CMO who can share, care, and dare with the best of them, check out CMOHuddles.com.